So I stumbled upon this song the other day, and it is just wild. It has this super catchy, upbeat vibe, but the lyrics? Oh, the lyrics are something else. Let me just give you a taste of what I mean. So it kicks off with a line like this: "The earth is flat like your birthday cake," right? And you're kind of thinking, okay, that's quirky, I guess. But trust me, it gets so much weirder.
Next up, you get this little nugget of wisdom. The lizards rule. They live next door. And at this point, you're probably asking yourself, what corner of the internet did I just fall into? But just when you think it's pure nonsense, it hits you with the real kicker.
Bam. And buy my course for the inside scoop. And just like that, it all makes sense. This isn't just random weirdness. It's this perfect, almost surgical parody of modern disinformation. I mean, it's kind of brilliant, right? Which, of course, leads to the big question. So who on earth would make a song like this? A song that just perfectly nails the whole vibe of conspiracy theories, fake news, and that whole grifter economy that's built around it. Okay, so the song's actually called Trust Me It's True, which is just perfect. And it's basically a masterclass in satire. It's engineered to sound exactly like the propaganda it's making fun of. Right down to that unshakable confidence and the big call to action to, buy something. So who made it? The answer, well, it's probably not who you're picturing. It's not some famous comedian or, a political satire show. Believe it or not, it's an AI-powered school band. Yeah, you heard me right. This whole thing was cooked up by students and their teachers. It's all part of this really incredible educational project. So this whole thing is part of a project they call fairimage.de, and it's run by a school company. They call themselves a hybrid band. It's a mix of students and teachers, and they're using AI to create literally everything from the songs themselves to the cover art. But here's the cool part. Their mission is way bigger than just making music. They're all about promoting the fair use of AI and, more importantly, teaching critical thinking. And they're not just keeping this project locked up in the classroom. Nope. They're publishing their work on all the big streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, you name it. And they even run a nationwide competition to get other students in on the action. It's such a cool idea, right? But that name, the monkey dance, it's so specific. And it turns out it's not random at all. It actually taps into this incredibly deep, centuries-old artistic tradition. So to really get what they're doing, we've got to take a little trip back through art history, because the figure of the monkey, well, it's played this really fascinating and surprisingly consistent role for a long, long time. Okay, so for centuries, artists have used monkeys as a kind of mirror for humanity. Think about it. In ancient China, you've got the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, who's this amazing mix of trickster and enlightened being. Then you hop over to Edo, Japan, and you see all these prints with monkeys just humorously mimicking human behavior as a form of social satire. Jump to the European Renaissance, and you've got artists like Hieronymus Bosch painting monkeys to symbolize all our human foolishness and vanity. And even in the 20th century, the Surrealists got in on it, using monkey imagery to dive into the chaos of our unconscious minds. So you see, the monkey dance isn't just a quirky name they pulled out of a hat. It's this whole artistic concept that keeps popping up throughout history. The monkey has always been this powerful symbol for mimicry, for satire. It's like this creature holding up a mirror to our own absurdity, to our own flaws. Okay, so how does this ancient artistic tradition connect with a bunch of students in Germany using AI? Well, the bridge between those two worlds is conceptual art. All right, so if you look back at conceptual art in the 1960s, the whole point was that the idea itself was the art, even more than the physical thing you ended up with. Think of something like Yoko Ono's Bed-In. The performance, the concept, that was the artwork. Now fast forward to today. With AI-generated art, you could argue the prompt is the new idea. These songs from the Monkey Dance, they aren't just tunes, they are pieces of commentary. What's really fascinating is that both movements make us ask the same questions about authorship and art. And they both make us reflect on our relationship with the world. Back then, it was about our relationships with each other, and now it's about our relationship with technology. And that leads us to this really powerful way of thinking about it. The algorithm is the new paintbrush. And the prompt, well, the prompt is the new performance. These students aren't just, making songs. They are performing a conceptual act of criticism, and they're doing it with the signature tools of our time. And that brings us right back around, full circle. The Monkey Dance isn't just a cool band name. It's really their mission statement.
It's the blueprint for how they operate in today's world. Their whole process is basically a modern-day monkey dance. Here's how it works. Step 1. They target a flaw in society, something like the spread of disinformation. Step 2. They use AI to create art that mimics that very flaw, just like the monkeys in art history mimicked human foolishness. And finally, step 3. They release it out into the world to spark a conversation and, to force us all to take a good, hard look in the mirror. And this, right here, is why this whole project is so important. What they're doing is creating this powerful new form of media literacy. It teaches students to be more than just critical consumers of media, it's training them to be critical creators. I mean, think about it. They're taking the very tool that can be used to create all this disinformation, AI, and they're flipping it on its head, turning it into a tool for ethical, social commentary. It's just a brilliant way to engage with the biggest challenges of our digital age. And all of this leaves me with one last, kind of mind-bending thought. For centuries, we humans used the image of the monkey to hold up a mirror to ourselves. But now we've taught an algorithm to do it for us. So when our own technology learns to mimic our flaws so perfectly that it can critique us, it makes you wonder, who's the real monkey in the dance?